Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to my channel, Bricolage with Pink Girly. And it's 2026. Happy New Year. Excuse me. Starting the year off right. Good morning, Jacqueline. She's in here early. All right, so I'm not expecting a lot of visitors today, really, because the Streamathon is happening. This is not the Streamathon, so if you find yourself here and this isn't where you thought you should be, Chris Kalui, I was practicing how to say it. I think it's Kalui. Chris Kalui is on the Streamathon schedule, and I believe she's in the time slot that my regular streaming time is on Thursday. So if you want to be part of the Streamathon, you might want to hop over there. I support them. I don't want to cause any confusion there. So I'll just get that out of the way. So it just might be me like making a video today. And that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and I'll greet people as they come in, if they do come in. And I'm guessing Jacqueline should be off today. It's a holler day, I would think, for most people. And I'm pulling out my 2026 planner because I still have empty pages in January and I have an idea for one. Look, I didn't glue that well. Gotta put some glue in here. I've got blank pages. So this one here, thank goodness, I just put some light blue watercolor paint down. As you can see on the edge, I did the frame of the vintage photo watercolor pencil, which I did for most of my January month. But I was thinking, if you follow me at all, you know I was putting doors down. So I'm thinking I want to put another door. But I was thinking I should have at least one door that opens. There's Carol. Good morning, Carol. My quiet corner. So I was thinking I want to have a door that opens. And when it opens, I can see something nice in there. Now, I could use it as a secret writing spot. Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So I have been using digitals by FabiArtStudio from Etsy. I guess maybe you can find them on YouTube too. I don't know. I didn't look at that. I go to Etsy. I go to Etsy. I go to Etsy and shop, and that's all the looking I did. So I thought if I cut these doors, now these are hinged. So I mean, she calls the digital something about doors. I don't know. But I mean, if I look at this really close, see, it's hinged there. So probably this one really opens and folds this way, which could be like a window treatment of sorts, or maybe it goes this way. Yeah, there's the latch, and you pull it, and it would open this way. But I'm going to use it like doors that open this way. So I'm thinking what I need to do is make a fold line in here on both sides, on the left and on the right. And then I'm going to cut it open down the center, and then of course the tops and the bottom, so I can open it this way. And then when I open it, I'm going to see this light blue, which is not going to stay light blue. I'm going to fiddle around with some of my pet stickers and some washi tape, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm not good at this. I have to learn how to use these. So I'm just gonna fuss around and see what happens. So I have my little makeup brushes over here that I use for my oxides. So I'm going to add some oxides down, I think. I did get some pet stickers and things for Christmas. So, I'm just going to use some of that stuff and see what happens. All right, so first things first, I think I want to put my score lines in where I want to fold. So I'm going to get my little good morning, Joyce. Happy New Year. I said to my husband this morning, I haven't had a kiss since last year. Let's take care of that. I don't know why I think that's humorous. I say it all the time to people. Oh, I haven't talked to you since. That's what I should have said. I haven't seen you, girl, since last year. I'm such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. All right, in here, I'm digging around. I've got my arm in front of the screen, which is so rude. Wait a minute, I had a little scoring tool out. I guess I could use this guy. Let's use this. I just keep piling stuff up in this space. There's Vale. Happy New Year to you as well. I was awake. I'm not sure how alert I was at the time. I forgot all about. I was watching Janet Young. I forgot all about the ball dropping, so I didn't see the ball drop, which is, it's no big deal. All right, so this really is the hinged part, but I'm going to ignore that. I'm just going to go ahead and score where I want this. I think that got crooked. Where I want my doors to open. They're probably not going to open. Great. They're probably a little off. Might be a little off. But we shall proceed. Now I'm going to get out my little cutter. This I got at the dollar store. The small, as you can see, not the small mini. There's our Gail. Happy New Year, Gail. Maybe I should use a ruler. I don't know. Sometimes the ruler really doesn't help me cut any straighter. Now I don't want to go beyond. Let's try that. Okay, that worked pretty good. Now I don't want to cut there. Let's cut across the bottom. I'm trying to leave the grunge and just cutting on the straight part. I have not been feeling terrific, if I'm honest. And the way that I've been feeling is familiar to me. I felt this way before, but I haven't been able to put my finger on what it is. I thought maybe it was my blood pressure or something. I just feel yucky. Headache. My head feels all fuzzy. Okay, now I want the doors to open this way, so I'm going to cut it down the center. So we ended up going to the grocery store because I wanted a few things for New Year's Day dinner. And then we were planning to go to a diner and have a meal, but I just said to my husband, I just really do not feel up to doing that. So we didn't do that. which was fine. Oh, you did, Joyce? Oh, yeah, I've had that before. I forget what the remedy is. I think drinking a lot of water has something to do with it. Anyway, my husband figured it out. It's because I am no longer taking my Cymbalta. This is how I would feel when I would miss my Cymbalta for a few days. And they don't make Cymbalta anymore, so I had to stop taking it. But he's exactly right. This is how I felt when um, I forgot to take that medication. So that's a bummer. And so I don't really want to talk about health things here because this is, a place we should be able to get away from all that jazz. But I'm just off my game a little bit, guys. I just feel like I need to explain that. And I'm terrible at taking my medicine. They have me on a new medication. And for some reason, I'm supposed to take it with food, which has really thrown me off. So before I complain about it, boy, that's a big space. Before I complain about it to the doctor, Happy New Year, Angie Brown. I'm going to really make a good solid effort at taking medicine the way I should take it, at least twice a day, Yeah, there is a lot of flu going around. So if you can stay in, stay in. But anywho, that's my story. All right, so this is my doors. Now they open. Oh, I didn't think about the back side of the doors. Well, I'll have to address that for sure. But the first thing I think I want to do is mark my page where I'm going to put the door. Now, I already painted it blue. Blue just speaks to me and says, it's January. So I'm going to draw mark a line with my yes, but they're new meds, so I'm not sure they're going to help me anyway, Ange. What I don't know is if I can see. I'm supposed to see with the Cymbalta. I took 60 milligrams. The new medicine doesn't come like that. It comes in. The pills are increments of 75, and 75 wasn't enough. It's only 9 degrees. Yeah, it snowed early this morning. We've got a blanket of white. So I have to take 2, but I don't know if I can take both of them at the same time. So I have to ask that question. I see my doctor this month. I have to check the date on that because I should do that too. Anywho, I'm hoping to work it out. Now, this is going to be crazy. But this is my space where I need to have my stickers. Boy, that's a big space. So when I open my door, Laura. Okay, so I had hoped to get Christmas greetings out and New Year greetings out, and some I did, some I didn't. So some greetings are I'm shooting to get them done by January. Oh gosh, what a nut. So this is the space I need to fill with my pet stickers. Happy New Year, Laura. I saw that you had a wonderful celebration with your family. I get the whole, photo thing. My family doesn't like pictures posted either. Well, mostly my daughter and her family. And that's fine. That's fine. I get it. Oh my gosh. So you're the bodyguard for your mom. You're at the Walmart. Oh, maybe you'll get some good deals. All right. So there's my space when I open my doors to see something. Now I'm new at this. So if you girls watch any of these reels, I don't know, maybe I'm not the only one, but maybe the only one in our group that does this. These girls, they have the big long nails, the size mine were before I trimmed them. And they usually have their little book that they do um their stickers in, and they click their nails, and then they open it to a page, and then they have all those noises when they pull their stickers apart. And they use their little, when they get out their tools, their little tweezers. These are reverse tweezers, so I'm not sure my brain's going to work to use those, but I'm going to give it a go. So I've got tweezers ready. At the ready, I just need to find a place to put my box there. And a lot of times they will use some kind of ink or oxide to around the edges. So I think I want to do that. I don't know why. What I'm thinking is I'm going to use, this is going to be in my mind, my wish, my door that opens to my wishes. And my wishes are to get back to Europe this year, which, that's really a big wish. So I pulled out a couple of things. I forgot I had gotten these. So this is appointment to Paris. So I've got some things earmarked here. So I just love the way these streets look. Now I'm looking for things that have a little bit of a blue hue to them. So I'm going to take this one out. Whoops, I took two out. There's the purple. Let's put that back in there. And this one's got some blue here. Just a little bit of a blue. I'm going to take that. Now, they layer them all in front of each other and they cut them. I don't really know what I'm doing. So don't. No way. Happy New Year. Hello. All right. So I'm going to put those back in my drawer, my scrap papers. And I will be spending some time as I continue to put more things away on my desk. But it's getting really crowded here, guys. Getting really crowded. All right, so I have that little blue background. This is what I'm going to use and hopefully layer, but I think I need more of a frame. And then I've got these blue flowers. I'm thinking this is some kind of tape. And then I have this washi tape, which I think might look cool behind some of this. I don't know. It might end up, if I'm quite honest, it might end up that I never open these doors because it might be ugly, but I'm just going to do it. Angie says something about black-eyed peas. How many of you are going to eat black-eyed peas for good luck? I am, but it brings me bad luck. Oh, Angie, you don't have bad luck. My family eats pork and sauerkraut for good luck. And so we don't do the black-eyed peas. We'll do pork and sauerkraut. And normally we host a family dinner. I shouldn't say normally anymore because we didn't do it last year either. We're getting too old for all this jazz, all this entertainment, and large groups of people. So it's just me and my husband, and he won't eat the sauerkraut. And personally, I don't really believe in good luck, bad luck. I believe in God and Lord Jesus Christ, and they take care of me. And so there's that. So, but I just really like pork and sauerkraut, mostly the sauerkraut. I'm going to tell you, entertaining is exhausting. And of course, now my husband's, laid up with the bum. Of course, it's really not bothering him too much. Laura, he's doing very well. I call him Scooter. He gets around on that um, scooter thing so well. We were out to the store. We just went to Aldi's because it's a smaller smaller real estate, than one of the bigger stores. And he has really almost no pain. He's got some gauze that has shifted, so that's annoying and a little uncomfortable for him. So they're taking this cast off earlier than planned, so he can. I guess it's the earliest they can get him in that they're willing to take the cast off. So you know what I've got to do, guys? I've got these pencils and pens here from the other day, and I'm not going to be using them. So let me get these out of the way, which I think will be helpful. This I might use. This is from Tuesday night, and I just, it's just been, I haven't felt that great to be at my desk, to tell you the truth. So they just sat here. So he's just sailing around the house on that little scooter he's got. And he's doing laundry and he's cooking food, and he's really doing very well. So rather than the 15th, which was his original date to get this cast off, and the reason they take it off and put on a new cast is because as the swelling goes down, the cast gets real loose and jiggly. So they want the cast to stay tight around the foot. So originally he was going to have that replaced on the 15th, but because of the dislodged gauze under his heel, which is making him a little crazy, they're going to take it off earlier. So we go the 9th. So it's a week from tomorrow, I believe. And then they'll recast it. So yeah, so he's doing really great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's not really driving him crazy. So that's good, except for this one spot. Well, this color is not showing up. So let's go to, this was tumbled glass. I have plenty of blues here to choose from. I'm going to do a darker blue on the outside edge, but I think in the center, let's try the Mermaid Lagoon. I think this is a little darker. Yeah. Now, they usually go around the outside air, the frame of the surface that they're going to be messing around with. And I'm just going to put some of this color down because I'm going to do the darker blue around the edge, like where the door, will be glued on the inside. I think I might print. Actually, let me do that while I'm thinking of it. If I go over to my rustic wooden doors, I should have them open somewhere. Let's see if I can find them. That's always a trick. That's not them. That's not what I want. I thought this would be easy. Okay, if I go to Etsy and to where my download is, well, it might have to wait. I was thinking if somewhere I have them open. I know I do. And I go to my purchases and I find my rustic doors. There they are. Oh, download the files. I open that up. I'm sorry. I'm just going to do this so that I have them to maybe show you guys what I want to do. Maybe it might not work out, but we'll see. If I open and I print another set of these doors, I can glue it on the back side of the door, so it'll be white. It won't be white. There it is. Okay, let's just print another set of that. And I can have that printing while I'm fussing around with the other stuff. Okay, now I've got it open 112 times. Not a big deal. Now I just have to come back and find you guys. There you are. This one is called Mermaid Lagoon. Of course, I'm out of paper in the printer. Mermaid Lagoon. I'm going to leave a little lighter in the center. So that plan didn't work because I don't have any paper right here. I have to go digging for paper. So I'm going to put that. So I've got the lighter where I painted the light watercolor blue in the center. I'm leaving that a little lighter. Now I'm going to grab my let's see, blueprint sketch, and that's the darker blue that I have. Okay, Ange, I'll be right back. And the goal is, now I'm going to use the same brush because I use this with all my blues. And I'm just going to darken the edge, like where the door is going to be glued. Can you guys see that? I don't know if this is going to look good, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to look the way it's going to look. So now you could certainly do a stencil behind here if you don't have these stickers or anything else that you want to use in an empty spot like this. So you could use a stencil and do this. You could use wallpaper. Yes, Mermaid Lagoon. You could use wallpaper. You could use tissue paper. I'm just trying to think some other stuff. You could use scrapbook paper. Duh, just dyed paper. You could use an old greeting card. Oh, you're welcome. You could use, greeting cards you got for the hot. Could have put a Christmas card right there. Could have put a Christmas card just right there. Goodness me. So there's all kinds of things we have in our stash. Bricolage, use what you have. Now, there's my circus song for today. Let's get that out of the way. All right, I don't know if I need that again. All right, so this is going to be glued down this way. See, I was printing because I want to put something on the back of these doors. So why not put what's on the doors? Put the doors. I'll just do the doors. All right, so now I want to start layering things. So this is where my, I don't know what I'm going to be using. I was thinking I wanted to use those flowers, these blue flowers. Let's open this up and see. I was thinking I would put flowers along the edge and those houses in the center. See, they do the border first, which to me, this stuff should go first. So then the border can go on top. So I'm going to keep this type of stuff more towards the center. But I also think I didn't realize they did the circus song so much until Kel said, you do that all the time. I'm like, oh, you do? I think I want pieces of this. Oops. See, this is the problem with the wide washi, in my opinion. I have a hard time getting it to all peel off in one nice sheet. And of course, now I can't see where that is. Thanks for being here. I know you could really be at Chris's. Chris is doing part of the streamathon, and I didn't get my rearing gear in order to get a spot, so I missed the boat. Just gives its character where it's torn. Well, I guess that's a very valid point, Gail. Thank you for saying that. I could have left that, but I glued it down. Now, washi may come up. I'm really brandishing that down. And this may not look, so Tom terrific, guys, but I'm just gonna do it. So I've got this little window. Let's see what else I have here. This looks like a little shop. I could put that there. Now, these are all individual things, so let's see. I'm going to start with this. Let's just see. Now, I might have to use my little trick if this doesn't come apart. This one's coming apart. So I'm going to grab my little Jacqueline is crafting and lurking. Who else is working on stuff while you're here with me? Oh, I hope you are. Oops, that went down, so that's where it's gonna stay. It's stuck. It's stuck on the edge. Ooh, yeah. Now I do have little. I wonder if I can make that look like a little path coming across there. Hold on. Where am I? I got little Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. I got some bricks or something to make. I saw one person, I think they use little, like little, that might be interesting. Little rubber bands, like kids, have braces to hold their little spools of tape together once you open it to use it. So I have to ask my daughter. She's my grandkids have appliances. Oh, maybe this one. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at that one. Let's see. Maybe we can make a. Carol, my quiet corner. Do you use these pet stickers? Have you done anything with these? Let's see what this looks like. Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. You're folding clothes at the Walmart? You're folding clothes at the Walmart? Are you home from the Walmart already? And you move quicker than my husband. You haven't. I bet you would be good at this, Carol. You're probably really good at finding where they open. That's what you're home. My goodness, Ange, is your house like in the backyard of the Walmart? How the heck do you get to and from so quick? Now, of course, I didn't see a trick for getting into the little rolls of tape. I don't want to ruin my sticker. They should have a little tab. Really, Gail? What is Ange saying? No, we live about. Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I think our Walmart, our ShopRite, which is a grocery store, is 9 miles away. And our Walmart, I think, is 6. But it takes me longer to get in the car and get my seatbelt adjusted than I guess for most people. Because I do not do, no, let's see, this is, now I've got, so this could make a path, maybe. Oh, that could make a path. So I want this. All right, so these have to be cut. All right, so that gives me an idea. It gives me Cynthia, I have not seen you since last year. How are you doing? No, I almost said, girl, how are you doing? Who's that make me sound like? There's Peggy. Peggy, did you see my little teasing mark last night? I was teasing Peggy because Janet came out with her Janet Young on her channel last night revealed her scavenger hunt items. And Peggy is known for getting hers done lickety split. Lickety split. I want those to overlap a little bit there. So as soon as Janet was done reading the list, okay, she can't chat because she's watching on the TV. Okay, I love being. Oh, there goes the flashlight. I love being on TV, so that's okay, Cynthia. Oh, Shannon Green. Shannon Green, her and I haven't talked in a long time. So Peggy said, I was up until 3 a.m. working on my scavenger hunt. You are the bomb when it comes to that, Peggy. The bomb. I loved Janet as she was leafing through some of her other. Oh, now I'm getting a message from my computer. Do they not know I'm streaming? All right, so if I put this here, then see, I can get little. Now I'm supposed to be using the tweezers to do this, like this, and then the girls on the reels, they go, and then they got the noises. It makes it so, for someone like me, makes using these stickers so attractive and somewhat addictive. Just saying, just saying. Okay, now where's my little, maybe I could do a little path. Is this the one? No, this isn't the one I opened. They don't show you what they do with, that kind of looks okay. Let me see. I have a smaller one. Let's see. Does that look normal? Let me look at the screen. Yes, her humor is unbelievable. And she is so talented. Her drawings and stuff from previous years. So if you were not there, because she brought in the new year, if you were not there, go back and watch. Go back and watch. And she does a flip through of stuff, a couple of her. Oh, I could cut this. I could cut this, guys. So if I cut this, maybe I should angle it. Does that see? This is where I'm not good. Like Carol would be good at this perspective because she's Carol, my quiet corner. She's an artist, and I don't get the perspective thing. And I could do a wiggle. I could do a wiggle line. You got the wiggle line. I could fill in other stuff there. Maybe I'll just put that one there. See, there's a learning curve to these stickers. And I guess the trick is to just keep watching what others do. But sometimes you don't want to do that because it takes time and you just want to get using your stuff. Yes, stickers and collage are really fun. For sure. Ooh. Now they trim. I'll have to be trimming this. Now, does it look like a little Paris street yet? Little Paris. All right, there's those. Let's see. Should I put another? Let's put another. I want this one. I'll move it over. See, because I'm going to have the doors on top. So this I can move over here. If you have not seen a reel, go on Instagram and put in, I don't know, put in pet stickers, capital PET stickers, and ones will come up. You'll see what I mean. The sound effects. I could spend $1 million just because of the sound effects. I was late to Carol's. I wanted to get to Carol's, and I was late getting there because we decided to go to the grocery store. And then we did get fast food, so I didn't have to go into a restaurant, be around people. All right, now I'm going to fill this in, I believe, with flowers, and then I've got other stuff I can put. Like, I don't think I want, coffee. But see, they do stuff like that. But I think I have other things that I can be using, like little bushes and stuff. I'm not sure. Now, my sister Jackie, who's really not into any of this kind of art, like I could trim these out too and use just the, I could put that there. That doesn't look bad, does it? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. But she picked me out some nice stuff. She said I had no idea what I was doing, and she just picked me out some. Okay, I don't want to hide that bite totally. I'm wondering if I should just fold this over. And if I end up not liking it on that page, I'll just cover it up, right? Thanks, Anne. Thanks for sharing that, Angie. Oh, Angie, you are so funny. Owning pet stickers yes, Peggy, yes. Although, if I'm honest, anything is addictive to me. I have that kind of personality. It's just so sad. So sad. All right, so now here, see, this shows me a cute little picture of what's on this wheel. And then if I take these off, then I'm not going to have the cute little picture. But you know what? I can't be bothered with replacing this all the time. So I'm just going to have to let it go. All right. See, it's got tape there. That's a little deceiving because that's under this little cover. Jacqueline is arting and she's kind of like on the balcony. Now, who wouldn't want to go there? Who wouldn't want to go here, right? I'll tell you who. My husband. My sister Jackie, my youngest sister. She wouldn't want to go. Oh, look, see, some of it's coming off onto the tape. Oh no, this is not washi. This is full on. I'm staying here till hell freezes over tape. Look, I gotta cut that. This is like the white sticker stuff, when you're like regular old-timey stickers. I always go around and pull off or like if you're using, the tags for Christmas, and you peel them off, and then there's all the white stuff left. I peel all that off before I use those stickers. Yeah, Jacqueline's always telling me I'm busy, and I'm busy all the time, and I'm always doing something. But right back at you, right? I mean, come on. This this is like I can't get free of this tape. They don't do this on the reels. You don't see any of this. If they carry on like this, they edit all that out. If they did this, I may not have been so addicted. hmm Look how pretty though, right? Okay, so now that takes so much of this off and they'll cut it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now the first couple of wheels, like if you haven't purchased any of this, the first couple of things that I purchased, it was the whole tape that stuck down. No, that's what I wanted. I wanted the whole tape, but what I purchased is this. It's all little individual pieces, which now is fine, but I wanted some of the whole, tape where everything was up close and personal and they overlapped. Now I might have to use my trick. Either can't get it off or you're getting too much off. Now, see, I like those little leaves and I want that to hang down around that window. See? And then I'm going to see the door's going to be right there. Okay. Huh? Huh? Okay, what do we got going on? Okay, Laura has to run. She's going to go check on her mama, get some coffee. She'll be back. Okie doke. Sounds good. Now, I have to remember that you don't have to put the whole thing on. You can leave some hanging off, and then you just trim off what you don't want. And there is definitely a learning curve and a talent to doing those videos. I can probably pick this back up, and I'm going to, there she is, update. Tuesday, I got my radiation tattoos, and we'll be getting 20 days radiation, then 4 in the armpit, and I can work through it, getting radiation after my 8-hour shift, and it won't fatigue me. Excellent. Fabulous. Still praying for G3. So if you're praying, you got a prayer list, G3 needs to go on there. If I should be so bold, excellent. That's a good report. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's continue on with these. You still got that tape there. Let's continue on with these pretty blue. Blue is not always ever really been one of my favorite colors. Not that I dislike, I can't even really say I dislike a color. I like color. My mother's favorite color was blue. Apparently, my granddaughter's favorite color is blue. Hers used to be yellow when she was younger. Let's put some of these leaves here on the path. A little bit on the path. I like those words there. That would be wonderful, Brenda, to be a blessing to others. Yes, your heart is in the right place. All right, let's see. Let's try to get, I see the little edge sticking up. See, the thing that's nice about these reverse tweezers, oh, thank you, Brenda, is that you don't have to keep pinching them to hold your sticker. That might just be enough. Let's see. That could be enough, right? I haven't. My mouse is giving me a drop down. All right, so this is not bending nicely enough for me, so I'm gonna crease that some more. So let's do that first. So I'm happy enough with this. Now, there are other things you can put on, like they put on little gold dots or gems or little flat back jewels that give it a little glitzy. I mean, I could do that, I guess. I have some of those, I'm sure, somewhere, in with my flat back stuff. But these I want to... This is something else I want to mention in a little bit. Okay. These, I really want to fold them backward and forward so that these doors open easily. And the more you do this, now let me find a piece of paper. I just emptied a package of my Epson paper. This one I think is the wrong paper there. The Epson presentation paper, at least yesterday, was on special, 50% off, so I bought a couple more. So let me grab some more. I'm going to throw it in my printer, and I'm going to print off another set of doors because I want to glue the back side design on before I glue them down onto my page. I'm trying to think ahead. I usually end up doing things, if you'll pardon my language, ass backwards instead of thinking about it and planning, and doing things first. Okay, let's shake that into place. All right, we got to push the little start button, so that will only take a few minutes to print. So then when I open my doors, they don't look white on this side. They'll look like that. Now, it does take a little longer for it to print because I have it set. All the high settings, so you have good images, good color content. I forget all what it's called. And that annoys my husband. My husband's all about efficiency and the bottom line, the dollar, how much you're spending, and I'm all about, does it look pretty? That's what I want. I want it to look pretty. All right, Carol said, I want to create 2 junk journals, one for the scavenger hunt and one to create a symbology antique style. Oh, I don't know. That's a big word for me. Carol, I'm assuming, which I shouldn't do, but I'm assuming that you've got all your old lives and videos on your channel. And I remember Carol, the first thing that I saw Carol share, this has been several years now, her fabric scroll, where she did the whole year in a slow stitch scroll, where she had like a base, and then she slow stitched things on for like each month, right? Did you do it by the month? Oh, you still have to upload them, but they could find them, right? Probably. She was a Canadian artisan. Um, oh, you did? Oh, girls, yeah, you got to go back and watch the replay of Carol. Okay, who? Peggy? Peggy's here, and Gail. Could one of you put in Carol's link, please? I hate to ask you to do that, but that would be so nice. And maybe grab the link from her New Year's Eve, and then that way you can go back and watch. She's just said she shared that scroll. It's just an amazing piece of art, really, 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 and truly. All right, so let's thank you, Gail. Thanks, Peggy. All right, so if you're really particular, and anal, if you must know, and you don't like to see that little white edge, just ink it. Just ink it. Now, if you don't have any of the inks, like some of us have, and you're not, crazy, or maybe you're just watching the replay and you don't have a lot of this stuff, and you're like, what are these ladies talking about? You can use just a little marker. Just be careful. My neighbor, my dear neighbor Betty, she would use a marker because she didn't have a lot of this stuff. And you have to be careful because you can end up with lines on your picture. So I always inked from the back side in case my marker, ran amok. But I don't like to see those little white bits. And I tore that paper there, so I'm just going to ink a little bit there. Kind of scrunch that up. So, being as I'm addicted to reels, there's one person. I don't know if Jacqueline will know who this person is. I never pay attention to what her name is. She makes really grungy little journals, and they're stuffed, but they're only like 2x3s. I mean, they're really little, and the covers look like just old like book covers you would throw away, that you wouldn't even look twice at. They look just so. Jacqueline, do you know what that gal's name is? They're to die for. And then she grunges. I guess she's grunging up these pages. So that's going to be one of mine. I'm going to do a grunge. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm hoping to do a grunge gel plate thing, so I can get those images and those pages. I pulled the wrong paper. You know what this is going to have to do? See, look. See, I pulled the wrong paper. Can you see the difference? This is the presentation paper. Now, this is also called presentation paper, but it's the lighter weight. Look at the difference. Now, I hate to waste that, but that might just, might work okay for my innie. I forgot I'm using this paper. Is the paper that I used for my base paper in my planner. Because I don't want to, I don't want to throw it away. But look, I don't want to print on it either. Because look how crappy it looks. So crappy. This year is for me. I'm going to art or stitch as I feel. Yes. I know her fabric rollers. I started one, but I didn't finish. There's a shock. I started the scavenger hunt twice. I didn't finish. There's a shock. This is why I don't do a daily. All right. These are just, I think I just need to cut. Well, hopefully these are. I've got no follow through with some things. Some things I'm okay, but a lot of things I am not. See, so now when I open that up, see, I'll just trim that. I don't want to trim it first because classic, I trim and end up always trimming it too short. And then I got to print it again. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, well, that's true too. Vanessa was in my stream Tuesday night and she said she's planning her projects for the whole year. And God bless her. I know, I wish that could work for me. But then I see other stuff that I want to try and uh, I don't know. I probably need medication. That's probably what I need. I just need some medication. All right, so let's do the glue stick here. Now this one I'm going to put out of the way until I get this glued down. All right, let me just ask your opinion. Here we go. All right, so I printed this on the wrong paper. Do I leave it or do I reprint it and get it to be this color? Or because it's going to be shut most of the time, do I waste it? What are you thinking? What's everybody else thinking? What would you do if this was your project? Reprint on the right paper? Because when that's open, Gail is very practical. She'd use it for the inside. Brenda says don't waste. Carol says I'd reprint. Yeah, see, I'm leaning towards reprinting. Because when I open it up and I'm going to see this, look, I even have the wrong half. And I'm going to see this. I'm going to see that beautiful pet stickers here. And then I'm going to have this fagged out. I mean, I can use this journaling somewhere else. Carol, I think I said to you before, we'd get along really well. I think I have to reprint it. Now, the thing of it is, Jacqueline's making lunch. Oh, what time is it? I'm not paying. Oh, it's just 11. Okay. See, the thing of it is I've got now a whole big wad of paper. And a printer. And it's the wrong paper. So if she's making lunch, she's not paying attention to what I'm asking her. Doesn't have her computer there. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, I think this paper is the same. I think this is the 100. Yeah, 100 count. That's how I'm going. Yeah, this is also 100 count. I got to put this somewhere special so I don't keep picking it up. I know I emptied the one. Now I have, oh, see, I'm trying not to have an avalanche. I'm just going to have one anyway. It is so windy here. My little bird feeder out back is. I thought maybe a squirrel was trying to get the bird seed, but I think it just flew in. Now this I know. Okay, I'm just going to print this for the sake of, it's got something on the back side, but I know it's the right paper, so. I'm going to do it again. But I've got to take out the other stuff, the other paper. That's how I get myself in trouble. Trouble. So I'm going to all this effort to make the images, open behind the door. Why do I want crappy looking doors on the other side? So you've been talking to Jacqueline and she ain't said nothing. I know, right? Right, Laura? Yeah. Well, our power is underground. They told us the power here in Leisure Town never goes out because everything's underground. Well, guess what? It goes out. Okay, so now I have to go. Now I have to find my doors again. Where are my doors? Yes, that's not them. Are they here? This is crazy. I should know by now where to. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, so we're just going to go print. Print, and it'll just take another few minutes. Here we go. It's not even most of the time. If I open them up and you see that that beautiful thing, not that my creation is that beautiful. I'm just saying the images of the stickers, and it's my wish doors, and I open them, and that's beautiful. And then I'm like, ugh, why did I? Of course, I could always glue on top of them again, but do it right the first time. This is like with frogging. If you knit or crochet, mostly, well, it's either for me. Some gal was saying she showed her husband this project she was working on. Look, I've got that stuff all over. And he said, "Oh, just leave it. Nobody will notice it unless you tell them." That's really not. It's like it, okay? And sometimes when I'm knitting or crocheting a project and I make a mistake, it's like nobody will see it. Nobody, no, it does. You have to really look to see it. It's just like, okay. And then I'm on the next row. And then it's like, well, I could put a button there or I could put a little, yeah, nobody really got, who am I joking? Just rip it out. I mean, I end up ripping it out anyway. I cannot stand knowing that I have a mistake in my knitting or crocheting. Joyce, are you like that? I mean, I can't deal with it. I just can't do it. I gotta rip it out. So as I get older now, I'm like, I don't waste my time. I just rip it out right away. And it'd be great if I could like not make the mistakes, but that's not reality either. Okay. Just not reality. You too, Carol? Yeah, see, Joyce, same thing. Yep. You just can't be having it. Just can't be having it. And your needlework, yes. You know? Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Okay. So now I'm waiting for that to print. So I'm going to glue them on. Then I'm going to glue this in. All right. So while I'm waiting for that to print, I talked about, oh, that's crooked. I just realized that's crooked. This is going to go in my journal. I have just a little card here marked the art connection. I didn't look for like a to-do list. So, oh, I forgot about the parades. Oh, yeah, we like to watch the mummers. Um, so the art connection, if you were not with me when I talked about it the first time, sometimes I just feel like when I'm at my desk having some company and I'm just doing whatever. Now, Anne Laura did something similar to this. I don't know if she still does it, where she just opened up a room and you could come in and go as you please. This is kind of basically the same thing, except that I would have your name on a list and shoot out a notification. I'll have to see if everybody has Instagram. To me, that's the easiest way. But just send a notice where I can say, I'm at my desk and I need company. And then whoever wants to come in, I send you the link and you can come in. So it's not just going to be open to anyone. Okay. So Peggy's open for that. So basically what you need to be able to do is have your phone or a computer where you can open the link and join us where we can hear you talk. Okay. Okay, so I've got a few other folks I can add here. So really all you're agreeing to right now is me putting your name on this notification list. So that when I'm going to sit at my desk, it might be late at night. These days, probably not, but it could be. It may be mid-afternoon, you just whenever. See, sometime, I mean, Jacqueline still works, so I can't always count on her. Okay, isn't that awful? She still works. Okay, Gail, enjoy your day. Happy New Year. Yes, you can come and go. No schedule. If you got 15 minutes, come in. Maybe you're just going to pick up some crocheting. Maybe you're just going to come in and chat, you know, whatever. Okay, so then I'm going to put Laura. Now, let me ask you this because most of you are here. Well, I haven't seen Kel. Mary's not here. Um, do you all have Instagram? Do you all have I know you won't all have Facebook. Um, Trying to figure out the best venue for sending out a notification. Like, okay, I could send out two. I just don't want to write an email, I don't think, because I mean, who's watching their email during the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want something that's going to pop up on your phone. Okay, so I know Laura has Instagram, but she doesn't look at it much. But maybe this will cause her to look at it more. Peggy has it, right? IG. I know Jacqueline has it. Kel has it. Carol, what about you? Do you have it? You have it? Okay, so she's got it. So it looks like, and I'm pretty sure Mary has it too. So if you want to be on this list, just to be notified, you're not committing to anything. Okay? You're not committing to anything. You're just saying, yeah, I'd like to know when you're going to have guests and sit and just craft. And come on, people, look at this. Look at this. That's all you're committing to. Oh, that got really dark on that one. That's okay. You missed the question. The question is, do you want to be put on a list where when I'm at my desk and I feel like having company while I'm arting or creating, to have people come in and join me and we just sit and craft together? It's like I'm inviting you over for lunch to come do art, but you're at your house and I'm at mine. All right, so this is going to go here like this. So now I'm going to put a little something behind. Oh, now what did I do with, oh my goodness. Where's my little plastic? Here it is. So you have to be able to open up a link. We'd like to see what you're working on, but it's not really necessary. But we can talk to each other. We don't have to stop and type. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You're trying to get something done. You're trying to work on a project, and you're visiting someone. You know, you've got them. Say you're chatting on the phone. You're texting back and forth. You got to stop and answer the questions all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't get anything done. So this way, we're still busy, we're still working, we're still visiting with each other, and we're arting. We're getting something accomplished, getting something done. Look, I don't know why that ran over, but ran over. Yes, yeah, I lost my cat. That's all right. That's all right. I can print that cat again. I'm sure I have others. All right, now I need a piece of paper toweling. I think I want to just get rid of any glue that might be here. And then I'm going to trim this off. Oh, Peggy. Well, we did it once before, Peggy. You visited my channel. So that must have been a different camera. So you've got you've got a new camera. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. I have a camera that I replaced. It's sitting in a bag. I was getting the lines like you were getting during your stream, Carol. You know how all of a sudden it looks like you're looking through, louvered window. Like, why does that happen? I don't. It's just all of a sudden. So that's what this camera did. I'm wondering if I could use that and set it up where if I want to be at my sewing machine, I don't know. I have something to think about. I don't like to think about stuff like that. I really just like to do my art stuff. This makes it nice and heavier. I'm going to go cook hog jaw. Okay, Ange. Oh, that's much better. It's got to be glued down. So I think, see, I'm really being a fussy pot here too, because see, some of this might show. Doesn't hurt to put a little ink there. Now I need my other side of the door. Just rough cutting it because, like I said, I usually cut it too short. And then I end up not getting it right. Okay. Put my glue on. I have to also find my Elmer's glue all. Hey, Carol, hi. All right, who else is leaving? Somebody's just leaving? Is it Ange? Happy New Year, Carol. I guess it's Ange that's leaving. I don't want to miss saying goodbye to someone. What'd she say she's cooking? Joel? I watched this little girl. I think her name's Tiana, something like that. Little Asian girl. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I mean, she's probably 35 now. Who knows? Is that Terry? Happy New Year, Terry. You think it was Ange leaving? Okay. And the things that this kid eats. I mean, people think her parents are starving her because she eats so well. My nephew, they're not starving him. He loves to eat. And my great nephew, he loves to eat. I mean, he's a chow hound. Some kids are like that. Most kids are not. I don't know. This kid eats all kinds of crazy stuff, but they're from a different culture. Get over yourself. Can't they afford to eat, have her eat normal food? It is normal food for her. They don't waste anything. So, like, get over yourself. That's like Jacqueline's son. He's going to be 15 soon. This kid, whatever you put in front of him, he eats. He eats. I mean, I felt wonderful when I was there and I cooked a meal and he's like, oh, we can have this every day. I mean, I'm like, woohoo. This kid eats whatever you stick in front of him. He's not starving. Well, he might be, but these people are indicating that this little girl's parents, and she may still be little. I don't know how old these videos are. I just love watching them. She is so cute. She's got the little pigtails. Speaking of which, she eats pigtail. But one thing that they do that I never saw before, but I probably would like to taste it. Like my mother, when she made her vegetable soup, she would get shin bones and put those shin bones in, cover them up, and that's how she made her broth. She made a bone broth to make her vegetable soup. And always people would say, how is her vegetable soup so, why is it so good? Well, it was bone broth that she started with. But this little girl, she takes Stephanie. Oh, yeah, that's tough if you have a limited diet. That's tough. But for the kids that can, especially for like a grandmother type, which, I'm not Jacqueline's kid's grandmother, but I felt like a grandmother. And I'm there fixing a meal for people I never cooked for before. And you got this kid who's 14 who's like, eating it like he's never been fed before. Happy New Year, Stephanie. Anyway, she takes a straw and puts it into the bone marrow. and sucks out the marrow. Well, if you've ever eaten that bone marrow or tasted that, that tastes really good. Tastes really good. Or like, like the pork belly stuff. Stephanie, did you say how old your son is? Was it somebody else's son was 16 or is your son 16? Yeah, they say, I mean, I believe with my whole heart that, your gut health has a lot to do with your overall health. Really, Peggy? Oh, I would like to see one of the that bone marrow spoon. He's going to be 14th on the 7th. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you might find it helpful. Hang in there, kid. It might be well worth the effort. But yeah, I can see where that would be. But when I was on my gut health thing, you just you find other ways to make things taste similar to what you're used to using better stuff, and it costs more too. But in the end, I think you'll be happy and he'll be healthier for sure. All right, so there's my doors. Now I probably should do, and I will eventually, I guess, put little knobs on. I don't really care. Yes, Brenda, for sure. All right, so here's my. Now let's get to the page where I'm going to put this, which was in here somewhere. There it is. Da, 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 Now, the one thing I didn't think about is, I've got that line there from a pin, but I covered it with the plastic. I don't want to hit that with the heat, um, because now my stickers are on there. So that was silly. But I think my glue is going to cover, and my does he not like sweets, or it's because of the health concerns you've got him off the sweets? I can remember years ago. I'm talking years ago. I was teaching Sunday school. I was a young woman. I was not married. Um, okay, I wasn't that young of a woman. I was probably in my late 20s, early 30s. And, oh, he's never ate them. Okay, so it's not a big deal for him. That's all right. It's okay. And there was this kid. The family name, the last name was Meyer. I think his name was Jay. Oh my gosh, he's got to be in his 30s or older. And yeah, yeah, I did see that, sweetie. Um, but this kid couldn't have flour. This is a long time ago, and people are like, "Why?" People would bring in snacks for Sunday school, or somebody had a birthday, and this child could not eat it, or he'd be deathly sick. You didn't hear of it so much back then. I should have brought this up a little bit more, but I see I can trim this. I'll trim it. All right, so now I want to put glue really on the white space, not so much way down here, but kind of closer here, because I'm going to be trimming some of that off. And so for that, I'm going to use, hopefully I can get this to, oh, thank you, Carol. That is encouraging for me, because I don't really know what I'm doing with these stickers. So if it looks good, it looks okay to me. So if it looks good to other people, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. All right, so I'm going to use this glue, hopefully. Okay, here we go. And this poor little fella couldn't eat anything. And, his mom was trying to make cupcakes for him so he could not stand out, be like the other kids. But they were like rocks. I mean, this was before, you had the almond flour and rice flour and all these different options and things that you could try to make something similar. I mean, he liked sweets, that wasn't his. He just couldn't have them. I don't know if he was, um, I don't know, it was so long ago. He was not on the spectrum, I don't believe. I think for him it was more like celiac or something like that, lactose intolerant or eggs or allergies, something. But it was so foreign to all of us, All right, let's see. And I need to hold these open so I can see that I'm placing this correctly. Look, I've got flowers sticking out there. Well, see, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. And that's going to be tight there. I don't know if I can push this down. Should have this. I might be able to pick that off. See this? This I left up. Get my little scissors. How am I on time? I've got time. Okay, I've got time. All right, this I want to trim right along that page, I believe. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the page. Okay. I can ink that. I can ink it. And this I'm going to twirling and trim this. It's a little bit there. I need to find my clips. Clip this down. I'm going to be adding glue. I need some more glue there. In here. This is not sticking. Okay, hold on. Over here somewhere I have my little clips. These little clips. Some a little bigger, some are a little smaller. Oh, these are all bigger. I have littler ones too. Now this, I'm going to see if I can lift this up. Which I think I should be able to. Because what I'm not liking is seeing that on the edge. See, this is where I tend to get a little carried away. But hey, it's my book, right? So I can do what I want. And if I do this and I not that this is a mistake, but hopefully if like say you don't like it, you don't like the fact that this is wrapped around and then you can see this past this image. Well, see, then this will hopefully, if you're going to work on a page like this, oh, these are sticking better than I thought they do. It'll cause you not to maybe make the same decision. And so that's good. Now, see, it is picking up some of the paper as I'm removing this. So, as they say, you have to pick your battles. So I might just leave that. You know, I could also put a piece of fabric there, you know. Yes. Of course, now if you're mimicking somebody else and you want the same look that they have, you know. But see, I could wrap see, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap some fabric around there. As soon as I get something on this page, this side. And I think I might just put little buttons that with two little buttons maybe with the threads longer so I could just pull the thread to open the door. I'm usually a pretty good copier. Now, see, this is something else I just noticed. See, I did the blue up here. I painted the blue, and the door is shorter. And I've got the outside edge, the watercolor pencil vintage photo. See? Now I've got that blue. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do there. I think it'll work. See, because I have these blue flowers. I think I'm going to put some blue flowers right on top and carry that theme. Pinchers, pinchers. Now, I saw a reel the other day where the girl was working with these stickers, and she did black. Where I did the blue oxide, she did a black. Now, hers might not have been oxide. It could have been ink. She wasn't using Timmy products. She used a different company, which I really didn't pay attention to that. All right, so now anyway, she did black, and then she came back in with I think it was some kind of a metallic texture paste or something, and did stars around the edge. Oh my lands, it was just beautiful. Beautiful. These do get easier to peel off as you work with them. Now, if you really look, you can see that blue behind there, but I'd rather see the flower than the blue on the. Trim that little rose off there. So you can cut and trim these. See, that's the other thing that's difficult for me. I need to cut things apart. Oh, look, it's the same piece that I used here. Now I need something going out like a trail or like a little trail. Let's see. I think I can trim this one. Look at this little. This is just a little rose. Look, I'm going to put it right there. Let's not throw anything away. All right, there's some trim off. And I just need a little bit there. And I think I want these roses because I want that greenery. So I'm just going to trim around that little bit. And that can just stay on here. And then I'll just pull this little part of the sticker off. I think I said, I'm not sure if I told you, I showed my granddaughter these kinds of stickers. She hadn't seen these kinds of stickers before. She's like, oh. Now, I think I need something down here. I think somewhere I have like little, let's see. Now I could do a brick wall, certainly. But see, I think I have other things that like look like grass or little bushes or something. You know, little plants or little something I can put down there. Let's just look. And I probably have it in the sticker. Like there's the roll take stickers and then there's the actual stickers. I'm going to dig through them and embarrass myself and show you how many I have. But I thought I saw in here somewhere a little. See, here's like little trees. This was a free gift. Oh, who knew that? Camping plan. There might be something in there I could cut off. Now these are splotches. I don't want splotches. See, this isn't working because this see, this lifts up and then this tape is not holding that down, really. So that's probably why they use the little rubber bands. I don't want the purple. And I don't use these enough to remember what I have. You know, I mean, this is all really just new to me. That says something about a garden. Houses. I think I just want shrubbery, you know. I don't think mountains. This is mountains. This is sparkly stuff. Lights surround. There's like 100 million of these. Good job, Brenda. No, I don't know. I don't know, Laura. I'm out of control. Although I did ask for, oh, look at this stuff. Look, little trees. Let's see what's in here. I did ask for stuff for Christmas, but a lot of it I got myself. And then you don't know what you're buying. Like I bought some that I thought were houses, and maybe I wonder if they're bushes. And it's not really houses. I should look at that. Maybe I'll hold off on camping. All right, let's see what we got in the way of trees here. How are we on time? Well, it's almost noon, so I usually go till about lunchtime, noon Eastern. If you have to go, you have to go. It's all right. We'll miss you, but we'll see you next time if you have to skedaddle. Skedaddle. Well, this isn't coming apart as nicely as. Now, this might all be trees and not what I'm looking for, but maybe there's something I can cut apart. Pod pie. Oh, no, there she is. Barbara chicken pot pie. I'm like, is Laura making pot pie? When Kellyanne was down the last time to visit, we went to a diner, and with our meal, you got either soup or salad. I picked the split pea soup, and the guy said something about a pot pie, and that's what Kel got. I didn't taste it, but she said it was amazing. And that's where we were going to go eat last night, but I just wasn't up to it. Oh, is she doing wifey stuff? What is she doing? She is a good wife. I'm a terrible wife. I'm a terrible wife. I would have been a terrible husband too. Okay, so I don't think I want trees because they're too big. There's a little tree. Well, this is nice, but I don't think this is what I want for this particular spot. Kellyanne, there she is. Do. Happy New Year to Kellyanne. Happy New Year to Barbara. Who else is new that just popped in? Did I miss saying Happy New Year to someone else? Boy, I could go for some chicken pot pie. I tell you, I could. I wonder how this would look. Just some of this. Like, this is like grungery right here, I think. Peggy, do you use these stickers? Peggy gave me a great tip for making tinkle tape. So when I was wrapping my Christmas gifts this year, instead of throwing away that release paper that my tags were stuck to, which I used the ugliest tags this year, just like use up what you got. I saved that so I can put tinkle tape on it. Not much. I like a matte finish. Oh, you think these are too shiny? Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I wonder if they come like that. I don't know. I'm leaning back in my chair. I'm not. Oh, there's Brenda. Brenda MC. That's okay, Brenda. Grandchildren's first, for sure. Happy New Year. I was working a temp job once, and the lady at the front desk, the receptionist, her name was Evangeline, which I thought was bizarre. I'd never heard of that name before. And even for temp people, if you got a phone call and it was a family member, she was right there with it. She's like, "No, you stop what you're doing. I got your husband on the phone. Family is first." And I would always be like, hurry up, I'm at work, or hurry up, No, no, no. I had it backwards. You should take the time, you know. The poor pure soup was crustless, but there was a piece of toast crust biscuit with the soup. Oh, I forgot about that part, Kel. Okay, look, I'm making progress here. Let's see. I just want something. Yeah, I knew you meant pot pie, but I didn't read. I didn't. I do read autocorrect, but I didn't read it that time. So I'm fighting with this. I'm fighting with this here, Cal. Hmm. I think I'm doubled. Oh no, this is look. This is no. Well, that will never do. This has to go back down. I think I tore that. I just like that. Wait a minute. Let me just see what I got going on here. I think I've double. Oh, I have to. As soon as I'm done, I have to go over to the Amazon. I get me some little rubber bands. I don't think I can wait till I see my daughter and my grandchildren with their jacked up teeth and see if she's got any rubber bands. I probably can have rubber bands here by tomorrow. By tomorrow. All right, let's see. Right down like that. Do, 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 do. They use the little blade to cut too. Do they have the little tiny ones, Joyce? And the other thing is too, Joyce, then I have to get, in the car. Just saying. Just being honest. Have to get in the car. And before I do that, I'd have to make myself. You may not be familiar with this phrase. It's a difficult phrase for me. Presentable. Okay. I'd have to be presentable. Yeah. They might have it in their dental section. They might have this little rubber bands. But see, if I do with Amazon, I can probably have them tomorrow. And I don't have to go nowhere. You just colored a sugar daddy? What, for the scabby hunt? Oh, I love sugar daddies. Oh my gosh. Did you draw it too, or did you just color it? I had a neighbor who would say color. She colored everything. All right. I think that's going to be a wrap for today. See now, this I have to glue down and clip. But this is what I did today. I used my digitals of my doors by FabiArtStudio. You can find that shop at Etsy. And I don't know if she's on YouTube. Sorry for that crunchy noise. Way back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, I used a small rubber bands for orthodontic denture braces, and my hair small. Yes, yes, and then gave it a cool wavy. Yes, yes. You just drew your favorite commercial from the 70s, the owl and the Tootsie Roll. Tootsie. Oh, with how many licks? Oh, Brenda, that's so cute. All right, so I still have to do doorknobs. And then I just open this up. And I wish I was there. That's where I want to be. I have to trim off the top here. So that's going to be a wrap for me. Let's see, 12 noon. How about it? Okay, I'm going to put some glue here and move my little clips down. Let's trim this. Now, don't forget the Streamathon is still going. Those gals and fellows are still on, I think, till later this evening. I think our Beth finishes that out, doesn't she? Doesn't she bring that too? I think she's the last one. I think I looked ahead at the schedule. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember anymore. Those I'm leaving. And I'm going to glue this. I'm going to pinch this down and leave it sit. So that glues nicely. I'm so glad I reprinted the doors. Let's move that down that way. Might have to do a little more inking. I think I've got that glued pretty well. I think all that's pretty good. So thanks for coming in, everyone. It was so nice to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So I'm going to let that dry. Don't forget, if you'd like to be on my list for the Art Connection, if I'm sitting and wanting company, I'll just send out a message that says, come to my house and play. You know, a lot of you are doing the scavenger hunt, so that's fun. You can combine, the pages and all. I mean, it is fun. It is so fun. So now I'm just gonna be throwing these bits away because I can't look at them. I can't look at them. I can't look at the bits. I'm thinking I might need some sparklies or something on that. I might work on the inside pocket here. I've got that started. Inside pocket. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I reprinted. So glad I reprinted. Thanks for coming in. It was just so nice to see all of you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Whatever your meal might be. Angela's having black-eyed peas. I gotta find some of my yo-yos. And we're gonna do pork and sauerkraut. Ooh, I'm hungry for that. I'm hungry for that. And yeah, take care of yourself and Happy New Year. Treat yourselves really well this year, especially health-wise. What Brenda was saying, health is everything. Let's eat better. Let's eat better. Let's not. I have to try to get away from the processed food stuff. I said to Jacqueline, I am just such a lazy butt, I hate to cook and I want to go grab and get back to my desk and my project. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm too old to behave like this. So anywho, message me if you want to be on the list for the Art Connection. We'll probably pick up more folks as we go, but I got to get that started and see how it all works, really, to see if it works well. So hopefully later this week, I'll give that a go. We've got I have a hair appointment. Don't tell Ron I'm getting my hair done. Well, he knows I'm getting my hair dyed. He just never knows what color it's going to be when I come home. So this last time, can you see? I don't know if you can see. See, I did red. I'm not thrilled about the red for me. I like red, but I don't think for me. I really do like the purple shades. So I think I'm going to go plum. Plum. Plum crazy. So that's tomorrow. I'm going to go get that done. Yeah. So I'll be plum for the new year. How fun is that? That's so not. I wish I had that, Brenda. I have almost my original color. Let me show you my roots. Let me see if I can get under here. Look, see those roots? They're dark. I've got blonde in the front. This is bleached here, and it's just dark. And it's like just a horrible. There's like hardly any gray. My sister Nancy's like she'd be like totally white if she let hers grow out. I got none of that. My youngest sister Jackie, she's got gray. Oh, I love it. No, I got my dad. When he passed, he still had a lot of his own color. Didn't have much gray. My grandmother was the same way. His mom, just you're completely gray, Peggy. See, I think I would love that. I think the Lord gives you what you look good in, and I just don't have it. So I'm going plum. Oh my goodness. There's a girl that walks our dogs. If we need her, she'll walk our dogs. Her name is Lois. She's just lovely. She lives here in our community. And I think she was younger than 36. She was a redhead, she said. She's got a beautiful head of hair and it's snow white. And she looks amazing with it. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. My mother had gray in the back, but her front was all pure white. And it was just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. But anyway, so for now, I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you. Or I don't know if I'm brave enough. I might post a picture. But I'm hoping to get plum and then with the blonde like highlights. And then I'm gonna have some what do they call it? When you wash it, there's some bleeding. So my blonde highlights will probably be like a light purple. Carol says a woman in her 80s once asked me if I dyed my hair to be white. She had naturally brown hair and her. I know, it's just such a bummer. I wish my sister Nancy would at least try and see how she would look with the way. She's like, no, I'm not ready for it. And she's been saying I'm too young for that, but you know what? The years are starting to sneak up, so she's not going to be able to say that much longer. Okay. My sister Nancy, I think, is going to be 70 this year. Okay. So, like, it's time to just give up the ghost on that, Nance. But anywho, she's got to go every 3 weeks and get her roots done. Yeah, no. Now, if you're going to go every 3 weeks and get purple, that's a different story, I think. But as you can see from my roots, I don't go that often. But I want to do it before the summer, because with getting in the pool and all that jazz. So I don't know. This might be my last, because whatever. The hands and the neck. Yeah, well, true. I don't think I sound as old as I am, but I could be delusional. That could be delusional. You know, 72. I'm pretty old. Pretty darn old. Look at this. Somebody's 56. Who said they were 57? We got some young chicks here. Terry, look at her. The young one. She's 57. Kids. We're all 21 at heart. Well, I might be a little older than 21, but I get what you're saying. Really, Carol? My one nephew just had a patch of white over his right ear. No idea. You will be? You're a January baby? Oh, Peggy, happy birthday. Let's sing happy birthday to Peggy. Look, see, I'm supposed to be getting out of here, and I'm just dragging my feet. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peggy. Oh my goodness, we love you. Big kisses and smooches on your 75th. All right, that's great, Peggy. Are you doing anything special? Will you go out and have a meal, or your kids come in doing anything special? I hope you're not like cleaning the house ceiling to floor. Brenda's clapping. Woot, woot, woot. There it turns. Woot, woot, woot. Let's see if she's doing anything. Nothing special. Hope to be arting. Well, there you go. There's our Linda. Hi, Linda. Happy New Year. All right, here we go. I've got to get going. I've got to go to the loo, and get on with the day. So enjoy your day. We should do a whole live. I have some characters that I do voices for, but I don't know if anybody would be offended. Brunhilde is one of them. I think it would be fun to do. Well, at least for a little while. Maybe it would get on your nerves. I don't know. Anyway. Now there's true wisdom. My grandson says, celebrate you're still alive. There you go. Oh my goodness. So Saturday is January. Hold on. I know what it is. Because tomorrow is the 3rd. Oh my gosh. That's my puppy's birthday. You and Jenny are birthday buddies. She'll be 2. Just saying. Oh, Peggy, maybe you should get a puppy. Here's Patty. Happy New Year to you, Patty. I'm trying to get out of here. I just keep carrying on. Anywho. All right, kids. It's just been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. I hope you've gotten something inspirational to do in your journal. No way, I'm through with pets. I knew that was going to be. Peggy, have you seen the pet? That it's a stuffed animal, and it's AI, and it's all battery operated, and it's real tiny. It doesn't shed. It doesn't go to the bathroom. You can turn it off, but you can pet it. Oh my gosh, I want one. And I have a dog. My dog would rip it up trying to play with it. I was thinking it would be good to get for the grandchildren, but I don't think my daughter and her husband would appreciate it. And I don't know if they're really a good product. Had anybody else seen those? I forget what it's called. Starts with a W. My kids would be me in that. Oh, would put you in the home. Oh, goodness. All right, kids, I really got to go. All right, where's my mouse? I'm going to say goodbye. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. This is why I don't have a lot of people subscribing to my channel, because I do this crazy stuff. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Oh, maybe I should watch Sound of Music. All right, bye. See you around town. Be good. Have fun. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. See you next time. Bye-bye.